the sisters that hook up on their OnlyFans, what do you think about that?
So do they actually hook up?
Yeah.
Listen, I love a good role play, but when it comes to incest, don't know about that.
Your wardrobe screams fatherless.
You have more trust in that top-ziving people.
How was your relationship with your father? Just saying, why did you get the attention you wanted?
You need Jesus.
That's offensive. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, the offenders, for tuning in. It is That's Offensive, and I am Deelz on my day 3 of a hangover. I drank on Saturday. It is a Tuesday, and I am still hungover, and I still wanted to puke this morning, but we are here, and I drank caffeine. We have Bambi Blue in the building.
Hello.
And, of course, my assistant, Kat.
Hi.
Basically my mom at this point.
I'm mom assistant.
I love that.
I kind of like it. I'm like, boss me around. You won't.
Is it like a kinky thing or like a...
No, oh my God. She is as straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
She has seen my tits, my vagina. She doesn't get even a slightest tingle in her vagina.
I literally have like recorded some stuff
God.
for her page. And
that kind of sucks,
I'm just
though. It's like...
I'm just more like trying to make sure like I get the good angle so like her butt looks good or her boobs look good. Like
it's
that's
like all of the technical and none of the like fapping material, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like, well, fapping for other people,
Yeah,
but not for you.
exactly.
Like,
for me, I'm just like, whatever, it's a body.
Yeah.
I'm sure if it were like a guy and I had to like, I would be like, yes.
Yeah. So let's start off with our offensive questions of the week, because this is something me and Kat have talked about extensively.
Oh my God.
But do you like dick pics or do you fake it for OnlyFans?
Okay, so it really depends. I feel like that's like there's nuances, right? So
Yeah.
like sometimes someone will send me a dick pic and I'll be like, this is great. But lately I've been like, this is lit really well, or this is staged well, or
Yeah.
this is, and it's like, and it's so different to like what I usually
Appreciating
I'm used to.
the
Like,
production
it's like the
factor
freaking
of
art
it.
behind it, you know? Like I feel like a good dick pic, like well shot, it's like, damn, that's now you understand what I have to do.
Yeah.
You know, every single day, which is like content, because you had to set up the light, you had to get the angle, and you had to put it next to the bottle, make it look like it's as thick as the bottle.
Oh my God. I love those kind of dick
They
pic
use the
pictures.
0.5 so that their dick...
That's right.
Here's the thing though. I use the 0.5
Yeah.
to like accentuate my curves a little more. I think it
Do
just
you?
looks better. 0.5 looks
Yeah.
so much better.
I've realized I hate 0.5 when my face is in it because it makes my face look, it doesn't look like that.
Well, if it's angled weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be like done correctly.
See, I feel like as a faceless creator, I can get away with a lot.
Yeah.
With the should I explain?
Yeah. So she is a faceless creator,
Yeah.
hence the fucking ski mask.
Hello.
Or goggles. Why
it.
didn't you do like the whole ski mask girl thing, or did you want to have this be your iconic look?
The thing is, like, I never had to go out in public before AVN.
Okay.
So this is new. This whole ski mask thing is like completely new. Usually I don't do public appearances. I'm all online. So it makes it easier to like crop at the nose.
Yeah.
But now I have to do something about that because if I'm going to be on podcasts, I
Yeah.
need to actually, obviously you can't like hear my face, but if you're watching the video,
Yeah.
you can see me. So I had to be more anonymous. So that's kind of, and I like chose the ski goggles because they are eye-catching. Whereas sunglasses, it's like everyone wears them. Whereas it's like ski goggles. What the fuck is going on there? Like,
Yeah.
who is she?
Who is she? So another follow-up offensive question.
Uh-huh.
As a faceless creator,
Uh-huh.
how much do you make?
On OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate getting into my finances.
All right.
A fuck ton.
What percent?
0.01.
So everyone who doesn't know how much 0.01% creators make, it is
A lot.
A lot.
it is like way over 6 figures.
Well, the thing is, like, when I first started, I had a lot of people tell me, like, you won't make it if you don't show your face in porn.
Yeah.
You won't make it if, like, they can't see your expressions, this or that. And, like, I think that my desire to do well was, like, almost to prove a point. Like I was like, oh, I
fuck you
I can
guys.
do it.
I
Yeah,
can
it's
show my
so
face,
possible for you.
and yeah.
It's so possible for you to do whatever you're comfortable with in porn and like make a career out of that. So yeah, I've just never shown it. Like I've been in industry for almost a decade now. Like
Yeah.
I've
God,
never
I
shown
love
face. Like it can be done. So
What do you say to the girls who are like, I can only make money if I do full blown fuck fests, like orgies.
I mean, I've never done that on my pages, and
she makes more than you. That's what we're
not even that.
Hey, this is an offensive podcast, okay?
Okay.
We're allowed to be a little offensive here.
But the thing is, I don't think that that's necessarily true. I just think it's like, who is smart at marketing? Like I was talking to you before, I don't really think it's like who's the hottest or who does the most explicit. It's like, are you smart? Can you market yourself?
Yeah.
Like that's what I think makes a good brand, makes a good OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
Like obviously the content, it has to be hot to some extent. You can't just fuck around, but it really is like that as well. So
yeah. Are your parents aware that you're an internet whore?
they are.
Do they like it?
They are. And you know what?
Well, that's a weird question. Do they like it?
Do they like it? I think, so when I first like came out to them, I was really nervous. But my parents were pretty receptive. Like they were like, what the fuck? But they also like the fact that I'm faceless. I think that they like that aspect of it too, because they're like, oh, good, no one could see you. It could be like,
and you can't embarrass the whole family.
And I can't. Well, I do that in other ways.
Yeah.
But so
are you really living if you don't embarrass your family in some
You're breaking
ways?
generational trauma by embarrassing the fuck out of them.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
just
embarrassing
part
my
of it.
family. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
But it wouldn't take porn. God, I have 150 things that I would do.
I don't even do it on
same.
purpose. I just think my whole existence embarrasses them because I came from like a good little Christian family and I do a lot of drugs and I fucked up the church and I gave...
Do they know that you do all this?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. My dad found my nudes and sent me screenshots of my nudes.
He did not, really?
Someone texted him from the church, by the way, who had to go on my OnlyFans and then text him about what was on my OnlyFans to then be like, my dad was like, this isn't enough for me. So he Googled like, what is the Deelz OnlyFans and screenshotted like a picture that was on my Reddit to me and was like, this is how you're empowering women. And I'm like, so you were told what I do and then had to look it up yourself. Like, why couldn't you just take it for what it was?
There's so many steps to that. It's like, I'm going to know this, search it, find it, save it, send it. It's like...
It's very weird.
At all of those points, you could have been like, or not.
Yeah.
or just
maybe
maybe
not
like
do this.
confront her without like
Looking at my nudes.
proof.
It's, like... I wouldn't want to see that. How many times have you had chlamydia?
I haven't.
God, I have two uncool people on my podcast.
God damn it.
I always say
sorry.
chlamydia makes you cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm uncool, so that really
I'm
does make
uncool
sense.
also, so it's okay.
Kat was was like, I made one of the podcast titles that she was in, chlamydia makes you cool. But I made the caption, sorry, Kat, you're not cool. She's like, I have never had chlamydia.
Like, literally, I'm like, that's my face next to that title.
I'd like to
And like,
experience
not that I'm think having chlamydia is bad, but I'm like, I just have never had it. So it's a bit of a misleading title.
Yeah.
Or you're just saying I'm very uncool, which I'm fine with.
Yes,
But I think the people who get chlamydia have done cool things to like earn that.
Yeah, I feel like I fucked a lot.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Like I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
I didn't go to college, so I wasn't in like a frat or like fraternity like vibe. I was just like off raging
hanging
with
out
like
with no
30-year-olds when I was 20. So, you know.
See, I like changed my podcast titles. I like changed it up. Now that I'm in charge, I take quotes from the podcast and I'm like, this is what I do for titles because I'm not clever to come up with an idea from what I listen to in the podcast. I have to come up with something I said that was out of pocket.
I mean, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'm vibing with it.
I like it.
It creates like a clickbaity thing.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to hell for doing sex work?
I don't. Oh my God. Well, if there's a hell, yeah. But I don't believe in that. So I just think that when you die, you die. So I know.
You think that nothing happens?
I don't know.
Have you seen a ghost?
Maybe I'm a little bit like. I don't know. I'm not religious at all, so I've never had to like face that in my sex work and be like, God hates me, I'm going to hell. Like I've never had to do that. But if there's a hell, I'll be there, like VIP.
But how fun would it be? Because then all the other sex workers
here.
would be there and the people who do drugs will be there. And I I say this all the time, but I don't really drink. I very rarely drink. I know I said I'm hungover, but I rarely drink, but it's just the drugs for me. Thank you. Please and thank you.
I don't drink or
I don't
drugs.
drink, but drugs for me.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
like,
I don't do
literally
any.
haven't
So I'm
drank.
like
the opposite.
I'm out here raw dogging life in like the most wholesome way. Yeah.
You don't drink or do
I
drugs?
I don't.
But what about coffee? Like caffeine?
No, not even. I like tea over coffee.
So
as
you're
well.
like Mormon.
I like literally
stoned
am,
right
but I'm not
now.
religious.
You're
I mean,
basically Mormon. but-
I basically am
stoned
Mormon
right now.
I love that.
Oh my God, my mom. So she dropped Wubs, my dog, off at my mom's house. And my mom was like, Adelia, I
so
think.
she walks up to my car first and foremost, and usually I'm like, run Wubs in because my car reeks of marijuana anyway.
Yeah.
My parents don't care. So she's like, it smells like a skunk.
She
And I'm
was
like,
like,
no, they're fine. Like, she didn't get sprayed. And she's like, oh, okay. Walks in. Then texts her.
She's like, Wubs got sprayed by a skunk. I have to give her a bath. I have to wash her bedding.
But it's just your car.
And then
I think
Her
it was
dog
probably
bed.
being like in the dog bed from being like in my room.
Right.
yeah.
Because I smoke in my house. Like, I'm like big time stoner. So.
I love that.
Then my
Wow,
mom.
we're like the opposite.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink. I haven't drank
you
in
don't
like
drink?
2
Okay.
years. It's been over 2.5 years since I last drank.
I've never drunk alcohol ever. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's really cool.
I know. I never thought that I needed it, and I just like don't go there. So
Wow.
Yeah.
I
No, that's
definitely need
dope.
it sometimes. It's
I
only
love
for Dubstep
that.
Fest. But like I don't drink if I'm just going to a random bar, but for Dubstep Fest, I want to be punching the air and not feeling how
Oh,
tired
yeah.
my body is getting.
I love that. So
See,
you drink
I
to like
feel
mask the
drugs
tiredness.
Yeah.
can do that for
Huh?
me. Drugs can do that for me.
They don't do that for me. I'll still feel really sore when I'm on drugs. Alcohol is the only thing where I don't feel my neck needing a neck break.
I also don't do the things you do.
Yeah, I'm over here.
I'm far too old. I was watching her headbang, and I'm like, my neck would die from like one of them. Like, I am over 30.
You
thank
aggressively
you.
headbang.
I
Yeah.
aggressively
But-
punch
yeah.
the air.
Yeah.
And
I
aggressively
like it, though.
headbang. I was like taking a video of her on Saturday, and I
Yeah.
was like, dude,
You're crazy.
I would
Yeah,
break.
I love it.
All right.
So yeah, that's probably why you need to like, lube it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
Lube
whale
up.
is just like your
going.
neck.
The tequila lubes the
Yeah.
vertebrae.
That's
Dude,
it.
literally, my acupuncturist was like, please don't headbang after your concussion.
No way.
I was like, oh, I won't. No, what the fuck? I'm never going to Dubstep show not head. I would have a concussion and still headbang and then maybe pass out. But
She would.
yeah.
I believe it.
Are you pro-abortion?
Pro-abortion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did
We
people
kill-
get on here and say no?
So far, no, but it's just
Okay, I'm like,
it's pretty
oh.
clickbait content.
I love that, but
also kill all the babies.
yeah, kill them. I mean, that's like literally up to
unwanted ones.
you.
The unwanted ones. If
The
you
unwanted ones.
Yeah.
Like, if you want a
Just don't-
kid, have
that
a
is
kid.
offensive. Kill them all. Yeah. No children ever.
See,
Yeah.
I'm excited to be like an aunt and uncle to my friends' kids.
You don't want kids?
Yeah, we
No,
have
I
we
don't
both have
want kids.
children.
What? I love kids. I want kids.
See, I don't
Okay.
want kids, but
I
I,
don't-
want to
how many?
spoil the shit out of my
Maybe
friends.
2 or 3. So how would you have that conversation with your child that, my vag, but I guess you don't have a face. So you might not need to have that
I
conversation.
might not need to say that.
Yeah, you actually.
But I mean, they're
probably
gonna
would
wonder
never.
where, like, mommy's money is coming from. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like,
You know
what do you do?
You just
like,
pull a Sopranos.
Yeah.
Mommy's in the mafia.
yeah, that's it. I feel like I
You're
am
the mafia
sometimes.
over doing sex work. So what if your kid wants to do sex work too?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm absolutely pro sex work. I would say, like, obviously wait until you're 18.
Oh
wait
my God,
until, like,
obviously.
But like, I think if my child wanted to take the same path as me, I'd be pretty proud because it takes a certain kind of psycho to do this kind of thing. Like,
Yo.
you have to be on all the
Well,
time.
and
Like,
also I feel like you have to be a very confident and secure with yourself person,
Yeah.
like in a
Yeah.
different level. Because I'm definitely confident with myself, but I go back and forth about thinking of doing like an OnlyFans, and I just like get anxiety
Really?
of like because I get anxiety of like posting on just any social media
Right.
platform. I like
Yeah.
constantly am thinking, I'm like, oh my, I don't know why. Like, it's literally just
You
in the back of
gotta-
my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
can't believe I posted that.
You gotta be
Like,
like,
oh my gosh,
no
what?
fear. Like,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
got balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, everything that you post, like, not even look at it twice. Like, put it out there.
Yeah, and that
you've
takes
also-
another level of confidence.
You've
That,
also
like,
not got to care what
Yeah.
they say in response to posting that. So, like, you'd post something, and then if someone said something to you, you got to be like, okay,
You almost have to have a mindset. Like, I kind of get off on my hate comments.
that's hot.
But, like, not, like, get off, like, vagina-wise. Like, get off on my ego that people care enough to hate me.
What's your favorite hate comment that you've ever gotten?
There's a few that I'm fatherless.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that is just an insult to my dad. So that gets me because I'm like, thank you, because I agree. And then some of the other ones that get me off are like, you're very annoying, or like, you're embarrassing for this generation. And I'm like, I think those are all kind of funny.
Yeah, I usually get like, you probably don't show face because you're really ugly. Like that's usually the top one that they go to. So they rotate. And I don't know if it's like because they are all simple-minded and like just keep coming back like to the same thing. But it's like usually the hate comments will be something about the reason why I do not have my face out. So
yeah. Is the faceless thing, like, was it supposed to be a marketing tactic to make you different?
no, it was supposed to be a privacy tactic so that I could stay away from porn, because I had like internalized whorephobia that I needed to unpick. So I was like, oh, what if I want to do like another job or another? I don't want people knowing this or that. So it started as that. The brand is built on the faceless, so now I will be faceless forevermore, even though everyone knows what I do.
Yeah.
So
if someone paid you like $10,000 for a picture of your face, would you do it?
no.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're committed.
I absolutely
love
couldn't do
it.
that. Yeah.
I was going to say, though, on the kid topic, if my dog could pop her pee on the internet and make money, maybe that's a weird thing to say, but...
Yeah, I was like, why are you don't sexualize
But she's my
your
dog.
This is an offensive podcast, but it's not an illegal one, you know?
I know. I'm always like, I don't sexualize my dog, but if my dog wanted to do that and make money, I'd let her do it.
This is because you see your dog as a child.
I do. I see her as
This
a child.
is why these thoughts are happening.
But like, I say that because like, because I view my dog as my own kid. Like, so if my dog actually had a brain of her own and she wanted to do it,
and she's like, I want to do porn.
because I never actually want to have kids, so this is the only thing I can relate it to. But it's like, I don't sexualize my dog, and I always say like, if
I think that's against the OnlyFans terms of
Oh,
service.
1,000%.
isn't it? Very much so. You can't do that.
can you tell I'm out of it?
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, you've gone on tangents about not sexualizing your dog.
No, but I've made the comparison that like you only sexualize things if you make it sexual. So if my dad comments on my clothes, it's because he's sexualizing me and making things sexual. Like,
But do you think that saying your dog would be good on OnlyFans is sexualizing
Oh
your
no,
dog?
this is a sexualized like that 1,000% weird comment. However, if I'm just posting her wiggling her butt on Instagram, like yeah, her butthole's in it, but that's not sexual, you know?
Right.
It's like that was the point I was trying to make. But
Yeah.
if Wubs grew a brain of her own and was like, "Mommy,"
I'm gonna show my
I would be
pussy
all
on
for it.
Only dogs.
Yes, I would be all
You
for
would
it.
say yes.
That was the point I was trying to make. I'm not gonna fucking
my-
take videos of
that's
Wubs' vagina.
If my
but
dog
that was
wanted
the
to do
point.
that, I would say no, because I would be like, the fuck? I'm not going to promote your bestiality up in here.
Yeah, but if she did it herself, like
Oh,
if
you
she
like
grew,
it, like-
I'm thinking
Like,
of
if
her as like
became
a
self-aware.
dogs were like,
if Wubs
Sentient,
was like a
like-
person and could grow up to be a person, yes, because I won't have a kid
if
to
Wubs
relate
was
it
a
to.
person.
Dogs
I
were-
started going into this whole thing of like, wow, so like dogs grow, all of the dogs grow that sort of brain, and then they start jacking off to like other dogs.
See, I'm
I
not
think we
promoting
would-
bestiality here, but I'm trying to relate it to the only thing I can relate it to, which is my dog. Because I can't relate to even the thought of wanting a kid. But you best believe I'm going to be the aunt that probably my friends' kids will go to be like, I kind of want to start an OnlyFans. And I'll be like, okay, here's how to get around your mommy.
Here's what you got to do.
Here's what you gotta do.
Here's when
how
you got to take the
can talk
pictures.
to her.
Yeah,
I'll make sure to
that's
talk
it.
to her with you.
I feel like if dogs were like human level intelligence, though, we'd have a lot more to worry about than
We
them
would.
starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
A
She'd be
lot
like,
more.
Yeah, a lot
like
more.
if my dog could just talk, there would be a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then like a lot of offensive comments coming my way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that I'm definitely using part of that as a TikTok clip. I'm going to get a lot of hate comments for that because my brain, I have like 2 brain cells that are working right now. So I don't even know if I explained that good, but we'll just see what people say.
Relating. No, I see where the tangent was. Like, I see that it was like, oh, yeah, you want kids. I don't want kids, but my dog is kind of like my child. Would I let my dog do OnlyFans? Yeah.
If she had the, yeah.
There you go. But what they heard is, oh, Adelia likes dogs.
Oh, man. So, do you like boobs or butts on girls more?
Oh, my God. Don't make me pick. Jesus. I've never had to confront this like on a girl. Like I've had to confront this question like about a guy. And for that I like butts more. But for girls, like maybe titties. Titties are cute.
I like titties. I also like butts.
I think just tits are cute. Like, yeah.
Like, just because I have a big butt and I know what big butts go through. I mean, I also have like big boobs, but like butts get pretty sweaty.
Do they?
They do. If you have like a huge, massive butt, like, and you're out dancing, you'll get swamp ass. So,
what's
especially
swamp ass?
in jeans?
It's the leather pants I was wearing on Saturday. Like, it's just like your whole butt is like sweaty.
Okay.
I don't think the boobs that happens with as often.
Well,
but then
mostly like between the crack.
Yeah, it's
So,
between.
like,
but then I
close
hear
them out.
girls with natural
But
boobs
what
because I
about
have
the
fake.
cleavage? Wouldn't that get like you get
Mine
Yeah,
are
swamp
close enough
boob?
together.
Do you get swamp boob? Like is that a
I
thing?
mean, I don't have enough cleavage to know.
I also yeah.
I think if you have natural boobs, that still happens. But I have a thing for fake tits.
Oh, you like fake titties?
So fake tits, it doesn't really happen with because they're not close together. You know.
So do you like really like big obvious fake titties?
I like fake tits. So I kind of when I go for girls, I kind of go for girls that look like me, and it's kind of weird.
That's really cool.
I
like you're fucking a twin. That's cool. I wish I could say that, but I don't know any girls with like the blue hair faceless thing going on.
Yeah.
that I could fuck.
Do you think it's weird? Because like I have mixed opinions on this because I don't have a sister myself, but the sisters that hook up on their OnlyFans, what do you think about that?
So did they actually hook up?
Yeah. There are twins like eating each other out.
But,
not
like-
the twins we know, but
like
I've heard of actual cousins eating each other out, actual sisters eating each other out.
Listen, I love a good role play, but when it comes to incest, don't know
Yeah.
about that.
But I'm like,
But I have a theory. I have this theory that everyone at one point or another has had a crush on their cousin. Okay, so like think about it though.
yeah.
Think
Can't say
about
I've
it. You're
ever
like
had
you're
any
like oh
crushes on my
shit.
cousins.
No, not like a crush, but like maybe even like a moment of like, would I go there?
When I was like a child, when I was like 5 years old, my cousin was like 17, and I was like, he is so hot. But then as soon as I turned to an age where I was like, I could understand this is wrong, I was like, also he was like really Christian and went to like field trips. What are they called? Not field trips, but the Christian trips.
Did it make it hotter that you couldn't have him?
No,
It made
no,
it
it was
worse
like
for you?
missionary trips. I don't know. I
Isn't
mean,
that like a Mormon thing?
also Christian. Like you go. I mean,
I
okay.
have no clue.
I do like going to underprivileged countries and helping people. That's one thing. But to go to underprivileged countries, help them and say you need Jesus because I'm helping you. It feels kind of exploitative. It feels manipulative.
Yeah.
It feels wrong.
I'm not
To me,
100%. I don't
For me
support
too. I
that.
don't
Yeah.
support that either.
And that's what a lot of them do. It's like I would be going on like mission trips when I was in middle school, telling homeless people, if you just accept Jesus in your life, you won't do drugs anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was a Christian.
Damn,
I
you were really like a Christian. Like you were like converting people Christian.
This is really bad, but like just because like my parents like growing up in the church, they would be like, you know, you got bonus points with God if you convert people. So I would
Wait, what? Wait. So it's like a
It's kind of like a cult. It's like a
point
cult
system.
Like,
oh yeah, you're not going to hell as long as 5 people believe in
feel
Jesus.
like
by the end
the
of your life.
majority of religions have a slight culty vibe,
Yeah.
except for like Buddhism. Yeah.
So I would try to convert non-Christians. Like if I knew my friend was Jewish, I'm like, just come to church with me. Oh my God. You know, kind of thing.
So you would
And I
you
would-
would you
my
wouldn't even
mom
go
would
for
have
people
told
that
me
didn't
to
have an
stay away
affiliation.
from
Yeah.
you.
Huh?
My mom would have told me to stay away from you.
I would have stayed away from you. Are you kidding? But I was like hypnotized, or what is it? Manipulated, or like the cult thing. You're under, like, I was just stupid. And then when
like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. And then when I hit middle school, I was like, I started to have some self-awareness. I was like, oh God, at least I was in elementary school.
So did you have like a genuine fear that if you didn't convert them, they would go to hell also?
Yeah,
I thought, shit. So it was like a protective mechanism.
I thought I was saving my friends. Like in my head, I was saving my friends.
But really, you were just traumatizing them further?
Yeah, I was traumatizing people.
Oh my God.
My bad, guys. I am now a slut, so make fun of me all you want. It's okay. Yeah, so that's like what I don't love about Christianity.
Oh, wow. Such a mindfuck.
I can't get into all the reasons why I don't like Christianity because I feel like they're so fucking long. Like
there's like
that's
a lot
a whole
of things.
ass other podcast.
But, yeah, just like the way I would act when I was Christian was so... It was just like shitty to the people around me because it's like I would look at people differently if they weren't Christian.
Oh, you would think like they gotta be saved. They gotta
like they have to be saved. Like I wouldn't just like be friends with people who weren't in the church because I'm like I don't want to be friends with people who are going to hell. Like it was just like and the culty vibes. Like I finally it's bad.
What did they tell you hell was like? Like, what did they describe it?
That I would be burning in a fire for centuries.
They actually said, like, you will be burning nonstop.
So I take it back. I feel like the only religions that, like, I've never felt, like, a culty vibe from are, like, from my Jewish friends. Like, they just want to, like, welcome you in and love you and, like, feed you.
100%.
And then, like, that's it. They're never like, you should come to church with us. And Buddhist. But, like... I've had friends from like Catholic, Christian, and Mormon churches, and they've all like their families have always wanted like their friends to come to church with them. And I remember my mom being like weirded out by that because my family's not religious. Like we did not grow up religious.
That's wild. Like
this is my public apology. If this comes back to haunt me, it's my public apology right now. So. Accountability. You can do fucked up things, but you just have to be accountable and realize shit.
Well, I mean, certain fucked up things.
Okay, what are some things that you can't come back from? Because I have 2 brain cells working right now.
I feel like sexually assaulting someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I think that's something that's really hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Because of the like mental trauma you put on another person. I think
just
it's
like
one
abusing
thing.
anyone in any way.
I think
like,
it's something that's going to put like if you put such an extreme like mental trauma on another person, whether it's like killing someone and it hurting their family,
like
then you're going to hell.
Unless it was an accident.
And the special place in hell, that's not the fun place.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to party with the people that just like sinned a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's why I think like, is there really a hell? Is there really a heaven?
No.
Like I think we're just vibing out, and then
we're not vibing.
Like,
it's all vibes till it's not.
Yeah, and then maybe like spirits go on. I don't know.
I think that we become ghosts, and then our souls can choose if they want to be reincarnated, or we can just hang out.
But would you want someone with a bad soul to get the choice to be reincarnated?
What do you define as a bad soul?
Like someone that would have sexually, like all those things that you can't really come back from.
And there are a lot of men like that. Like Andrew Tate deserves to like never come back and be a...
So I think if you're like a good, you're just like a good, genuine person, then your soul gets to be reincarnated.
I don't think it's Andrew Tate because it's like you have like a higher, like here's my thought. I think you have a highest self and you have like the self-awareness that you have here. So it's like then your highest self is like, well, fuck, we have more lessons to learn. So it'll send you back as like a different person. Like,
so you don't think
traits.
when Andrew Tate gets sent back that he... Like, do you think that he deserves another shot? Because I
don't think he deserves another shot. But I just think that...
And is he in touch with his higher self? Because
well, no. But like, I don't think you're aware of what your higher self wants until you're like there.
Okay.
See, I think some of the souls die. Some people are born with like a brand new soul. Like you don't have like a reincarnated like soul.
Yeah.
So we're all on like just some people have lived 20 lives before this life.
Yeah, I think I've lived a lot.
I think I have too.
Yeah.
I feel like I've lived like a little bit.
Oh.
I feel like my soul's like a preteen soul.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. So you're like a little bit, you're like innocent, but not really, but like, you know, like just coming into yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Like, reinventing yourself.
Reinvent constantly. Yeah.
All right. So back to the offensive questions. Were you bisexual before you started OnlyFans, or did all of this start to like, you know, get your subs going?
Am I gay for pay? I hope I don't give the vibe that I'm gay for pay, because I'm
this
just
is a valid
gay.
question for a lot of
That's
people.
a very interesting question.
I feel
actually.
like I'm pansexual. So and I've always been pansexual, so it's not really about like
Yeah,
it's not really about the body parts or anything for me like that. I feel like I'm just attracted to like the person, which is like not really an offensive answer. Like I want to get up here and say like, oh no, I only like this particular type of like person.
No, it's fine. I
but,
can
like,
edit it to have suspense.
No, honestly, I feel like I'm more attracted to like just women and femmes and just like non-cis men. Like I don't really think I have a strong attraction to non-cis men. Like literally,
So you've always known this about yourself too?
but the only that like changed in a weird way. So most people go into industry and then like they become bi, like you're just saying, right?
Yeah.
I went into industry and I like became a little bit more straight because I was like, oh, my fans are so fucking nice to me. Like maybe I could do this. And then I saw the well lit cock pics and thought,
Sorry.
Yeah, y'all are really putting it out there.
Maybe like because I don't like men, but my fans, they hit different. I don't know.
The fans that are nice to you. Okay, so follow-up question to that. Would you rather be fingered and eaten out for the rest of your life and lose dick forever, or vice versa?
I'd rather lose dick forever.
Okay, yeah.
I
relate.
Really?
She's straight as an arrow,
I'm
though.
like
okay.
very straight.
She also comes from dick, and I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't come from dick either. So
I only come from like a girthy one, and then I don't even know when I'm coming sometimes, and I'll just squirt all over them, and they're like,
I would come from my dildos before I come from dick.
Yeah.
Like that. I think because I have control over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas where it's a guy, like it's just like bang, 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 done.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with a dildo, like you
give the,
control.
like bang, 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 done. No. You have to do something else.
Okay. We have to do something else, or the guy?
No, the guy has to do something
that's
else.
what I
like,
feel.
if you know you're just going to be a bang, 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 and done, do a little something before.
Do a little tongue.
Yeah.
Lick, nipple.
Yeah, like satisfy me before and then do your ordeal.
I
Yeah.
love that. What's it like being straight?
I've never been asked that question.
This is an offensive podcast, so we're gonna get really offensive on the
Honestly,
streets.
like sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like it would be a lot easier to be attracted to women because
I feel the opposite. I'm like, oh shit, if only I like just, really, really, really loved dick and men.
yeah, I just think like sometimes, so I tend to like really like fall for someone pretty quickly. Not like I'm working on it.
Okay.
And so I feel like,
But then you get over them quickly, too.
Yeah, that is another thing.
It's like
but
in and
it's
out.
I get over it quickly once they display like they're not going to be the type of person that like can provide what I want.
Is this like on a sexual level?
Or
like
no, more
emotional.
like emotional
Emotional,
level. And then
okay.
I just put it into like something that's sexual.
Can we expose you really quick?
Ooh.
Wait, about what?
Just like
I
the
don't
blackout
know.
text messages you'll send and you won't even remember or consult your friends, and you'll delete it so you won't even remember what you say. She gets in rage blackouts. Can we
my
talk about that?
Yeah, I haven't done it in a really long time. Like,
See, all these things I don't get to experience as a non-drinker. Like,
Okay.
I would love
No,
to.
no, this was a rage, rage
I've
blackout.
like I get like irritated,
Okay.
and it's like almost like I've realized what it is, and so that's why I don't do it anymore. A lot of it was like ego. So I
Okay.
would like send like a heartfelt message or like open up a little bit, and then I wouldn't feel it reciprocated because like guys don't have the same like emotional level as women. And so that's one of the things where I'm like, man, it would be a lot easier to date a woman because then she would freaking understand this.
Yeah.
But so then I would like feel that my ego is like hurt. And I'm like, what the fuck? I put myself out there.
Wait,
But
but
then
so you
she'll-
would send just so I'm clear, you would send like a confession, like I
Not
love you,
like
and
long.
then instantly after you would send the rage, or is
Okay,
it like so it's like I love you, go fuck yourself, or
It depends. It depended.
Yeah.
It depended.
kind of want you to read one of these out.
Oh, I'll
She
delete it.
like she writes
I
them,
would
blacks out,
write it,
deletes them.
and then I delete it because like I'm like, I can't ever read this.
like
again.
unsend or delete.
Just I delete.
so the person on the other end still has
Yeah.
the messages, but you just don't
Yeah,
look
but
at
to me, they don't.
Because you don't want to
exist.
dwell on the dumb shit you do.
No, because usually after, like, so I'll say something, I'll, like, maybe not get the same answer that I wanted, or, like, they'll take a while, and then I'll be like, you know what, fuck you, never mind. I'm over this, like, you just, nah, 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 nah.
I think I've done a version of this.
yeah,
a sober
and it's
version.
honestly, like, there was probably only, like, a couple people that I did it to, multiple times, because I would, like, let them back in.
Yeah.
And so it was just, like,
She'd be like, I think things are different this time. And I'm like, okay.
My sober version is like a horny blackout. You ever done that? Like you're like
yeah.
you get really horny and you black out and you like will text them all this shit and then like
yeah.
you'll nut and you'll be like, why the fuck did I say that?
yeah.
I'll do that when I'm really drunk, but otherwise I don't have the balls because like I
Or like
dated
they're
a lot
gonna
of
come
vanilla men.
over.
Have
and
you?
like, oh, see, for me, it's like I'm getting like we'll like text a little, do the whole thing, like, and then they're like, okay, I'm gonna come over, and then I'm like, actually, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
Like I
love that. So they come to the door and you're like, no, thank you.
no, I'll just text them and be like, actually, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I do that a lot.
So if your body count is only the people who have made you come, what would it be?
Are we including all genders? Because that's quite high. Or are we just including
let's,
cis men?
Let's just say men right now because
Okay,
they're
cis-
the ones that don't know how to make people come.
Cis men, maybe like 4.
Is
4.
So they've all made you come?
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me that you've only fucked 4 men?
Yeah. So they've all made me come because they've all been like long term.
So her body count in total is 4 out of 4. That's unheard of. So
I
you
fucked
fucked a lot more women than men then.
I feel like like in terms of like, a cis man body count, I feel like I must have the lowest in porn.
Yeah. But, so what do you do on
Yeah.
your page? Let's get into that.
What do I do on my page?
Yeah.
I do everything except I
Boy,
guess,
girl?
except boy girl.
Do you like blow dildos so they have their
yeah,
lotion?
fuck yeah. And I also love that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I love riding dildos, sucking dildos. Like that's really fucking hot to me. And I like watching, like I like the feedback on that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel like almost my fans, like they feel like it's their cock. So
Uh-huh.
so they will engage with that. But I also do like squirting, like I do orgies, but just all girl orgies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like scissoring, like all of that
Here's
shit.
a great question because I have been in an all-girl orgy before, and my eating out skills were subpar.
Okay.
Because-
Who told you that?
Huh?
Or is this
I asked. I
Okay.
always ask for like feedback, but here's the
Okay.
thing, because I think with eating out, you have to like be very sensual and build up to it. When you're in an orgy, you're so stimulated that like you have so many things going on. How are you good at eating out when it's like you want to like grab someone's titty, but you want to eat like it's so overwhelming.
I think that like I always
It's
say
just the whole thing sounds overwhelming.
Yeah.
yeah.
no, the key to a good orgy is to never have hands free or mouth free. So they always got to be on someone else, right? Because if you're in an orgy and you're just with someone, because this is what I see happen. Like in a lot of
Yeah.
orgies, it'll be like people pairing off. You got to not do that. You got to be the person that like puts your hands out, grabs titties, grabs butt,
Yeah, but
grabs
then-
dick if you're into that, like grabs, yeah. And
but then you can't focus on the eating out as much.
But I feel like in an orgy, I will be more turned on by what's like happening to me.
Yeah.
That I will actually perform better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know when you get horny and you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, now I'm like really fucking horny. I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat pussy
I mean,
so good.
I can say like when I mean, I've never even had a threesome. So-
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I feel like you would
And
rather take
so
2 dicks than have another girl.
100%.
that's crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
I have had guys be like, "Can we have a threesome?" I'm like, "Yeah, if we can have a threesome with 2 guys."
And did they go, what the fuck? I've never
Yeah.
heard of this concept.
Yeah, and they're like, and I'm like, "Well,
Kat, do you do anal?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Do you do anal?
I do. Yeah, I do. But I don't do obviously like real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
My butthole just pops the butt plugs right back out.
Really? So it
It's-
like rejects them.
The only thing that I can stick up my asshole is butt plugs, and even that my asshole rejected last time.
Really?
I just have a very strange asshole. I've done the trainer ones, and they don't stay in. I've tried to like work my way up to the bigger ones, and I black out, and I don't think my butthole is meant for those things.
It just
so
really,
I like had to
anytime
train.
I tried, it hurts.
I had to train because the first time I did anal was actually on my OnlyFans. Like I didn't really have a desire to do that outside, but then
Yeah.
everyone was like anal, ass, and I'm like, you know what? Why the fuck not? And I tried it, and it took a while. Like it really did. Like the anal training, it's not like a week thing; it's like a month thing. Like you have to really like get in there, be dedicated, like really open up your ass.
Dude, my
like,
friend Chance sent me this thing on how to do anal. Basically, like, you're supposed to walk around with a butt plug in and, like, keep it in for, like, longer periods at a time. And I'm like, all of this build up for what? So it didn't sound like anything I ever wanted to do.
I do have a pretty funny story about when I tried to have anal.
Okay.
ooh.
So back when I was like 23, I was hooking up with this guy like long term, and he like my bed had a cabinet thing over it. And so like he tried to stick it in, and it hurt so bad. I like flew forward because I was like kind of doggy. And so I like moved forward, and I was like, ow. And he flew forward as well and hit the cabinet so hard. Like he was like, oh my God, ow. His boner went away right away, like instantly.
Yeah, but
Was
your
his dick in
butthole-
you?
No,
dick in your butthole, like as it happened, or it was like almost.
He
and
like
then he
tried
went,
to start going in, and I was like, ow, that
So now,
hurt.
was he like, I just ruined that. I'm never gonna get that chance again. Like, because you're gonna have this memory
Pretty
now. That like,
much.
yeah,
like it was. Yeah,
wow.
I've like attempted maybe one or two other times because it just
there you go.
hurt.
See, if I can't do a butt plug, I for sure can't do a
Can't
penis.
do a dick. Yeah.
No, but, you know.
I think I can get pretty, like, I think I can open myself to it. So I could probably take, like, a dildo, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I have control. Like I said, I have control over this dildo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where it's like a guy. They could, like, shove it right up there when you're just like,
Dude, honestly, dildos, like, I fuck myself with a dildo, and it honestly feels good, but then I, like, lose my stamina because for some reason I can lift so many weights, but, like,
You
my
can't, like-
endurance... It like just for like riding you know how fucking hard that is to ride a dildo for long periods of time.
Listen,
Like-
I think I've done it so many times that I built up. Like it's like a muscle that you
Yeah,
train.
you
this
have to-
muscle, whatever
yeah,
this
wait,
is.
I'm trying to think. Like you
fucking
have
yourself
so like
that.
You have to build it up.
Whatever muscle this is,
that
is the strongest in my body.
yeah. But also there's
Okay,
like
but,
the
like,
going up
riding
and down
the
and
And
up
like,
and
dildo.
down.
like riding a dildo.
Okay, so Kazumi, I need to have her on to talk about this. She said that she learned how to ride dick from a dick riding class.
I saw that. I actually signed up for that.
When? I want to go.
Oh, you want to come with me?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God,
Hang on,
I
there's-
want to
There's
come
one in LA.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. Okay, we're gonna report back about what this dick riding class teaches us.
Yeah.
Because also, I need to build up my stamina, and stamina is just like.
and
I'm
I've
really
just seen them
excited.
online and so I really want to do this.
I didn't see it till Kazumi's
Oh my God,
story,
I'm
and I'm
so
like,
excited.
Yeah, I've seen it online. Like I've seen it a few times, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
I'm just
do it.
like,
So yeah, I did
yeah.
book in. There is one. You should go.
let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do
we're
it.
doing this.
And I'm really excited. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh.
I'm pumped.
I'm like, will this make me straighter? Will this make me go? Maybe I like want to take a dick now. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
a
stoked
whole
to improve
hour
my
of
skills.
like, yeah.
So
And the experience looks like fun.
yeah. Not to give away too many secrets, but you're like a queen of marketing. So like what? Just like I know that every OnlyFans page is so different, but like what advice do you have for girls being like, I want to start an OnlyFans? See, okay, here's my advice for girls who want to start an OnlyFans right now. I say don't till the
Oh.
recession is over.
I say don't. Full stop. I think that to have an OnlyFans page, it's quite an intense like step up in the industry. I would say start with something like maybe like, you know,
Feet Finder.
Like no, not Feet Finder. Fuck. I hate when people come to me and they're like, I want to start sex work. I'm gonna do Feet Finder. I'm like, can you just pop a titty like the rest of us? No, I think that they should start with something like maybe even one-to-one cam shows, or like if they want to do the online route for sex work.
Yeah.
I think they should start with like cam shows. They should get comfortable with that. They should build their audience, and then they should start an OnlyFans, because the thing that a lot of people fail to realize is you need fans. You need fans. If you're just like coming off the street and making an OnlyFans, for who? Like, for what?
Yeah.
So you have to build your audience before you launch a platform like that.
Thank you. Because
Yeah.
I keep telling girls, like, even if you have 10,000 followers right now, I don't think you're going to make a lot of money.
Right.
If any, because if this was the recession, yeah, if you have 10,000 followers, you might make a few grand a month. But it's not like, or when COVID just hit, like 2020 COVID, everyone had their stimmy checks. Like, you might make a few thousand a month. Now, like, you're not going to make...
Well, here's the thing. I've had OnlyFans since 2017. So I was like one of the OGs on that site. Yeah. And like when I would, that was like back before you could even send videos in the messages.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, yeah, it's come so far. But then like when it hit, like when the recession hit, then it really took off. But I already had my existing platform. I already had my fans. I already had people waiting. Whereas if you start now, I feel like it's like
So
it's gonna
much
be
competition.
it's gonna be really hard. Not that I don't like. I think that you can do it if you're dedicated enough and if you like really position yourself. I mean, like Adelia said, like I can market. It's like I have no face on my page. Like I have no face, like no cock, and I'm still like one of the most successful pages on there. But I think that it's like because there's more competition now, it does make it harder. But I don't think it can't be done. I think anyone smart can get in there and like do it, but you've got to put in the work. Like you've really got to put in the work. And I think a lot of people underestimate just how much work goes into an OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
How much like it is not just a full-time job. It's about 5 full-time jobs altogether. Like you have to market yourself. You have to brand yourself. You have to make sure that you are posting content, editing content, producing content. Fuck, I'm a fashion designer sometimes. I look at like lingerie sets and pair them together. I'm an interior designer. I look at like Airbnbs and go, okay, will this go with this lingerie? Like it's so much shit that goes behind the scenes that I think that you're not cut out for. And a lot of people, they start by being like, oh, fuck this. I'm going to go be a sex worker. I'm going to go be this. And you think if you're giving up in that moment, you can't be a sex worker because sex workers don't give up. They just go.
Especially because like once you're in the OnlyFans space, once you have your vagina on the internet, and people like underestimate, they're like, oh, well, I can just like find another job afterwards. And the shitty part is like, if a job cares if you did sex work, they can like, they'll ask what your last job was and your last tax forms, and then they'll figure out, oh, she did OnlyFans. Oh, let me try to research her.
Like I think
that's a shitty thing, but like it's something you have to take into consideration when you're doing it.
I think as well, like it's just because it's so stigmatized, right? So like any other job, no one gives a fuck if you're packing groceries or you know, they're like, okay, cool. But that in a sense is also like body labor, right? You're using your body to like to
manual labor.
You're selling parts.
You're selling your body.
Yeah, whether it's your hands to stack shelves or whatever. So I feel like it's like
they look at sex workers like we're lazy, but we're actually not lazy.
No,
but we just like we enjoy our jobs probably more than you do, but we also work more than probably you do.
Like I have to come like 5 times a day in my job. I don't know about you, but like it's
well, and if you don't produce content, you won't get paid.
No, that's it. And if you don't produce
like the right content and you put it out, you're still not going to get paid.
But also, it's like it's not just content to pay it. It's like good content to pay, right? So sometimes you'll have a video and it doesn't perform so well. So you're like, fuck, now I'm behind. Now I have to get another one out. Now I have to think of this. Now I have to think of that. Like I feel like it's more of a lifestyle than a job. Like you just have to be on all the freaking time. And a lot of people don't understand that. They're just like, oh, you know, you wake up in the morning, take a pussy pic, and that's it. It's really not. I wish it was like that. My God. Would love that for me.
Yeah.
Would love that for all of us. But yeah, it's just not like that.
Yeah. Also have to like show your personality a lot. So girls who are really hot who don't show their personality, they make like less money than I do. And here's the thing, like I'm still hot. I still have that advantage, but like I don't think my brand is being hot. I think my brand is being like weird, kooky, like saying really, you know, out of pocket shit.
I love that.
But it's like, you know, I only have like a few sex tapes and I still make more money than girls who are doing fucking gangbangs.
It really depends because that
depends
comes
on
down
your
to the
brand.
marketing as well.
Marketing,
you know what I mean?
branding.
Yeah.
Like, if you're boring, at least have a brand with it. Like, I mean, not to be mean, but like, if you're boring, like, try to talk about books, you know? Talk about like fantasy stuff. Like, talk about your
fantasy
interests.
stuff is so interesting. Do you think? I was
gonna say,
I'm like,
books
wait a
and
minute.
fantasy
Books and
is
fantasy
so
doesn't sound
entertaining.
boring.
But if you're boring, focus on like what you could do, you know?
Yeah.
If you're boring, have
Yeah.
forums about book. Have a book club on your own.
I just think that it's like you should just do what you want to do, right? So if
Yeah.
you go in there and like you want to do 100 gangbangs, like you fucking do that. Like
do it.
absolutely. But if you want to go in there and like I don't fucking know, hula hoop or whatever, you also do that. Like
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is, but just put your whole self into it, you know?
Yeah. So, how many girls are able to make you actually come on your profile?
A lot. Yeah. I've had sex with over like I would say 100 people at this point. Like 100 girls at this point. Shit, there's really no one that like can't make me come. Like I feel
Is it
like it's
easy?
like I feel like yeah, it is. And like I usually get a nut in super fast. So I will like bust one out in like 5 seconds if it's a girl. So
Yeah.
and then I'll just do multiple like over the top of that. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, okay, I gotta keep going. Yeah, it's so easy for me. It's so easy to make me nuts. So that's why I feel like if you're doing a scene with me, like it's great because like
Yeah.
you know that
It's
kick you
easy.
get when you make a girl come. You're like, fuck,
Yeah.
that was great. I feel like satisfied. Yeah, if you fuck me, you'll get that time and time again because I come so easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kat over here is like, how do you take so long when you masturbate? But it's because I'm masturbating. Like, I come like 6 times, but it'll
Really?
be over the course of like 2 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shit. Okay.
I can if I get a vibe on me, I
Yeah.
can bust one out in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
the
Is
first
I
one
don't
is
think
quick.
I would just spend my whole thing is I just don't personally think I would spend 2 hours masturbating.
Right. But is it because you get it done like over and done with?
Yeah.
Or like
she does it just to like make herself come repeatedly.
but is it
here's
like
the
a
thing-
marathon? It's like a marathon, not a sprint for you, right?
No,
So-
here's the thing, because it's like, and I know this about myself, and I'll still do it at the most inconvenient times. Because after I get the first nut done, I'm like, okay, you get one nut, and then you're good, Adelia. But then after I get the first nut, I'm like, oh, I want to feel this again, and then I'll
Yeah.
just keep going until my vagina's like burnt out, and I'll just keep going. It's like if
See,
I could
like,
just
I'll
take
make
Molly.
myself come like a couple times, but like I don't need to come 6 times in 2 hours
Well,
from masturbating.
is it
It's
also,
like it's
like-
almost like I'm addicted to. I want it to keep happening, and I wish the feeling would just last over the course of like an hour.
But it's also like maybe your first orgasm is like
It is
really
pretty
intense,
quick. Yeah.
really quick, and then you're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes when it depends on the type of orgasm. Because if I have like a shitty one or whatever, I'm like, I'm not accepting that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep going until I have a good one, and then I'll tap out.
I'm almost the opposite, where
Oh,
my
yeah?
orgasm is so good. I'm like, I need more of these.
Yeah,
But if
more
it's a
and more.
shitty orgasm, then I'll tap out because I'm like, well, my next one is just going to be worse. But if
Well,
I have
and
a good
I have
orgasm,
better orgasm from dick anyway
yeah.
than from masturbating.
Let's ask some like TikTok appropriate questions. So, would you consider yourself being polyamorous, where it's like you would want like a boyfriend and to date girls also, or to date a girl, but to like always have the opportunity for other girls, or like how do you define yourself?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm getting. Lately, I've been getting more familiar with the like terms around polyamory and like
Yeah.
looking at what that means because I've just seen myself as like a highly sexual person that I like what I like, and now I'm learning that there's labels for all of this. So I'm like, oh shit! Like there's all these different
Yeah.
like terms and ways to define a partner. Like I learned last week, like a nesting partner in polyamory is someone that you like live with, and then you can have like a comet partner in polyamory, which is someone that like comes and goes. So like when they're in your orbit, like you're with them, but then when they're away, like you just do whatever, or you can have like do whatever. Obviously, like you'll agree on relationship terms, but like
Yeah.
there's so much to that. So I think like polyamory, like as like a concept, is like to define it, I still have a lot of like research to do on
Yeah.
that. But like for me myself, I've just felt like a very sexual person. Whereas if I have 2 girlfriends or 2 girlfriends and a boyfriend, like fuck yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
I can't even find one person who wants to date me, let alone multiple.
See, I just can't find one person. Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to like really like a person for a long time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
She has like a very low patience.
I have
really?
such a low patience.
Yeah.
Like, I unless you're upfront with things.
Right.
Like, if you act one way in the beginning and then like a couple weeks later, all of a sudden you're like
different.
I'm like, bro, no. Like, I'm not going to deal
do
with
people
this.
do that? Like, they mask themselves?
Yes.
Shit.
They'll put on their best foot, like they'll put their best foot forward, and I feel like it's
If you
almost
tell me
too
from the beginning
manipulative.
I'm not a
Oh.
good texter, I'll be like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. No, just like be honest.
Cool. Yeah.
Be straight up about it. If you are a person that doesn't like texting, that is fine. I don't need to like, yeah. But if you're a person that in the beginning you're all about texting me and then all of a sudden like back off, like what?
You're going to be like, what's going on? This is
Yeah,
not what I
because-
signed up for.
Well, and
Like,
also it's just like a mind fuck because then it's like, so we've been engaging in this conversation and now it's like you're backing off. Like what?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
okay.
All right, TikTok appropriate question again. Are you
Yeah.
looking to stay in the industry forever, or do you see yourself slowly transitioning to have like a more traditional normal life?
What is a normal life?
Like picket fence. Picket fence.
I mean, I could do both. I feel like this industry opens so many doors for me that I can like, I mean, fuck, I can do anything like as like a, lateral move from sex work or
Do you want to be like a MILF, GILF?
I want to stay in this industry. Like, this is where my love is. This is where my family are. Like, I love everyone in here. So, like, I can't imagine aligning with something else. But, like, I also at the same time, it's like, I definitely want to explore other endeavors that aren't necessarily related
sex work,
to
yeah.
sex work, but can still be like, I think that I will take the skills that I've learned in sex work and still like apply them to any business that I want to create. But no, I'm gonna stick around. Like, I've already been in here like a decade. Like, I don't think I'm going anywhere, and I want to be a GILF. Like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be a GILF without having kids. I'm just going to be in the GILF category.
You'll be like a childless GILF.
You'll like get a young like daughter that's like your porn daughter.
Huh?
You'll have like a younger like
I'll adopt
person
someone in the
in
industry.
porn.
Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
that's like your daughter.
Yeah.
I feel like in this industry, you're like 22 and then you're a MILF.
Yeah. I'm 25.
No, literally,
so
yeah.
But what age do you think you become a GILF?
60s, 50s.
50,
no,
60?
60s. I'd say 60s.
I think 50s is still MILF level.
yeah.
Yeah, I
There
would
are
say
some hot
60s.
50-year-olds.
Yeah. Because like Mrs. Robinson is like, what,
Oh,
50?
she's so hot.
Yeah.
But wait,
She's
if I
52.
say that and I'm wrong, I will feel very guilty.
No, I'm pretty sure she
Fact
is.
check it.
Yeah, on her profile it says. I'm pretty sure it's
Whatever
52.
age she is.
Yeah, I thought that it was
so
like,
hot.
yeah, still so fucking hot.
I'll fact check.
Cool. We're gonna fact check and then we'll circle back there.
Yeah, 52.
Okay, cool.
Oh my
Just making
God.
sure. Okay.
But, because I would not consider her a GILF, right? I would
No,
say,
no, she's a
she's like
1,000%
the
a MILF.
MILF. Like,
Yeah. And it's so sad because she'll be like, my wrinkly skin. And I'm like, yo, you make so much fucking money. You are so fucking hot. Don't talk to yourself about yourself that way.
I love that.
Like,
Fucking
use it as
hot.
lubricant if that's how you feel. I love you, Mrs. Robinson. That's why I'm hyping you up right
Oh
now.
my God, me too.
If there was one thing you wanted people to know about you that's not conveyed online, what would it be?
It's not conveyed online. I convey quite a lot online.
I feel like on your
that's,
OnlyFans
like-
you convey a lot, but on your like Instagram and TikTok, it just, you know.
Well, they don't get to see.
Yeah, they don't
me
get to
because
see you.
They're not subscribed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So like, there's not really anything that I like. Oh, I wish I could do this or that because I just fucking do it. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm like, oh, I wish that they could see more. Fucking double penetration, then double penetration they're gonna get. Like if I think of something, I mean that sounds like, it sounds like I'm like avoiding that question. So I'm trying to really think like,
Yeah.
is there actually anything?
It's just not conveyed on your social media. It's only conveyed on OnlyFans, right?
I
Or
think
Fansly too.
what I would like my subscribers to understand, like, is that I am not stupid. So I think that they come in, I don't know where this perception is that sex workers are stupid, but they need to like not do that because they
Yeah.
come in and they say the most like, it's just like not okay. Like, they
Yeah.
talk to you as if like you have 2 brain cells and you're like, hey, I have at least 3. Come on. But no, like I think that like approaching women like, as intelligent beings is also like really important. Like, and a lot of clientele like don't do that. Like, they usually come in and like will say something and talk down to you or whatever. And it's like, hey, I wish that you knew not to do that. I wish that you knew that I would like you more if you would have an intellectual conversation with me.
Yeah.
They just come in sometimes and they're like, tits.
People have paid me to FaceTime them. They've paid me $100. Literally just like one of them, we just talked about mushrooms the whole time.
No. Some of my biggest clients, I just enjoy talking to.
Yeah.
And I don't even see them as clients anymore. They're like my friends. You know what I mean? Like when I have a bad day, I'll go talk to them. I'll and it's like, it literally is the conversation that gets me off half the time because there's so many people in my inbox that are saying like, tits, ass, this, and like not even bothering getting to know me, right? So when you meet someone that wants to get to know you, it's kind of like, oh shit, this is refreshing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want you to know that I'm intelligent and I want you to approach conversation like that. Yeah. We all are. Like sex workers really are. We're the smartest of the bunch. Like
So to close this out, what is your most offensive opinion?
oh my God.
I put you on the spot. I should have let you prepare.
You should have let me prep for this because now I'm thinking and I'm like, I think of things and then they're coming to mind and I'm like, this isn't good enough. Like I want it to be like really. Like,
yeah. I can help you. I can give you some ideas. Do you like small dicks? Do you like short men? Do you like balding men? Do you not like a certain kind of clit?
I do, but it's like I want to get offensive because I want you to get clicks. You should have asked me this like before.
Yeah, I just it's on my notes here that I didn't read beforehand, so I should have let you prepare.
I wanted to prep for this. Maybe we can circle back to it. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. What's my newest,
what's yours?
most offensive opinion? So last time it was bad drivers. Because I just think everyone's a bad driver.
But that's not like...
Well, no, I will be in the car and I'm like, oh my God, this fucking idiot. And they're just driving the speed limit. And
even
I'm
if
like,
they have their blinker on and they go in front of her, she's like, I didn't want to let you through. Like, that's not how, like a blinker, if they have... Anyway.
Well,
wait, I've got one that will offend you. So I was trying to think of one that will offend you because you offend so many people, right?
Yeah.
So I want to like flip it back on you.
Did she drive it? Did you go in her car?
I hate when people use drugs like on set or on like a collab or on. I think it's like so unprofessional. I wish that they would just come like sober and ready to work, and it pisses me off. So if I go to a collab house and everyone's smoking weed, I will hate that. And I think it's because I'm like sober as well, but it like pisses me off. Whereas some people like they need that to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they
really
need.
Is that doesn't offend me at all.
Wait, really?
Because I have never shown up to a collab like fucked
like
up.
High or
unless like the collab is we're going to a bar and we're setting the scene. I am sober because I also think that you should be sober to consent. So thank you for trying to offend. I'm not offended easily though. If you were to call me fat right now, I'd be like, get off trashing this episode. But I don't think you'd ever say that.
I would not say that. I also don't. I don't think that.
Yeah. That's like the only thing that really offends me. When people,
really?
Yeah.
So what offends you like is when people make fun of your body?
Yeah, because I had an eating disorder for over like 10 years. So when people call me fat, like people on the podcast call me fat all the time. Like in the TikTok comments, they're like, I know the camera adds 10 pounds, but I'm like sitting down adds weight for me. Like there is no way around it. I look a lot bigger when I sit down than when I stand up.
I think you look gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah. But that is like the one I get really offended by that kind of stuff. But then nowadays,
but that's not a like offensive.
I'm offended
opinion.
when people are offended by other people's appearance. Like how can someone else's appearance make you feel so like offended? You have to comment.
Oh my God.
Or like the people who are like, look at that person.
Oh, you know what offends me?
You're like, what? Like, I didn't even see that
I
shit.
might be like, oh my God, look at their hair.
Yeah.
They're like having some wild hairstyle. But it's more because I'm like, oh my God.
So my
that's cool.
Offensive opinion to... there was a guy, so I actually posted in these pants on my TikTok where I had my camel out, so I'll just show my camel right here.
Maybe you should stand up so they
I
can
want to
see
see
the
more
camel.
of that.
All right,
It's kind of turning me on.
You got to stand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So there's my camel. Anyways, there was a guy who was like, just means it's used up. And do men just not, have they never taken an anatomy class? Have they never had sex with a girl to think that having a fat pussy means that you're used up? Because I haven't even had sex in over a year. I haven't even fucked myself with a dildo in like over a month. Like, you are born with that skin. You are born with that fat.
How would that work? What?
And this is
makes no sense.
So everyone, anatomy lesson.
Like,
this is your
hole
clit
is all the way down there.
Your vagina is over here. Your clit is here.
Like
and if you have a fatter clit, that is like, I've always had that, even when I was a virgin.
Your vulva is here. Your vagina's like.
Yeah. So
yeah, like where the hole is down here.
My offensive opinion is that men like that who can't even get the vagina right shouldn't procreate.
I mean, that's not offensive to me.
Yeah, but I know
is it offensive?
No, men are gonna get heated in the comments.
Oh shit! Okay, well if it's
Honestly,
offensive, if I want to really piss off like
let's piss off some internet people.
It's like I feel like the pro-abortion thing would be the first thing that pop off, right?
Yeah, I love abortion.
I'm
love
totally
abortion.
offended by people that are like are against abortion.
Yeah,
I find
people
it
who are
really
against
offended.
abortion, they're like,
to the point where I have yelled at people standing in front of Planned Parenthood.
Wow,
like certain days.
You've yelled at the protesters.
Yeah,
so it's like a full circle. It's
yeah.
like
Oh yeah, I yell back at them. Or like certain days when I'm like full of rage, I have definitely purposely drove by one to yell at the protesters and be like, "Get a fucking life!" Yeah,
it's funny because she's nice when you first meet her, but then when like she's I mean, she's always been nice to me, but she'll get so sassy, and I've seen her rage at other people.
Oh my God.
And it's also funny because on Saturday when we were at this concert, this guy who I had pushed away from me because he wasn't like getting he was pestering me to like, he was like, can you please take a picture kissing me so I can send it to my girlfriend? And I was like, no, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
To the point he kept coming back, to the point I shoved him multiple times to get him away from me.
Oh
then
my
he went up to
God.
bring
blunts though.
Yeah, he kept bringing her blunts, and she was being a lot nicer to him, but I was being mean. But like, people just assume she's gonna be nicer, but you just say one thing and she'll like,
I'll pop off.
Holy
but
shit!
people
like,
just always think I'm mean.
Yeah, you like don't mess with her because I will literally find you. Like,
but
I will go to your house.
I also
don't mess with me because I'll fuck you up too.
Yeah,
I
and
believe
here's the
that.
thing: you mess with her, she'll mess you up, and then I will go to another level and find you.
So if everyone just messes with Adelia, I'll mess with them. You will mess with me, who's messing with them. Everyone gets fucking messed.
And we're having a three-way.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, your first one.
Yeah,
I'll film it.
Your first one. No, I feel like as well, I think I'm very, like, I thought if this is an offensive, like, thing that I can say because I'm pro-vaccine.
Okay.
And I'm like, and I feel like people, like, pop off at that. It's like, holy shit.
People
it's just,
do.
It's just a goddamn needle. Like, can you chill out? Anti-mask. It's a fucking piece of fabric. Like, put it on. Like,
my whole thing with it is, like, you know, I put, like, Botox in my face and stuff. So, like, if I'm really going to trip about things, I feel like I would trip over the Botox before I trip out on a vaccine.
People put worse in their body on the
People are
weekends.
snorting coke.
People are doing ketamine.
Well, I'm prescribed ketamine, but I only do it for my panic attacks. I've had the same spray for
Does
over
it
a
work?
year. If I'm
I
having
didn't know
a
you could
straight
get
panic
prescribed
attack,
it. Yeah.
because it's like sometimes if you're having a panic attack, I'll be doing the work, like I'll be doing the breath, and my panic isn't going down.
No way.
And then I'll take the ketamine, be doing the same work, and I'm able to bring myself down. So
No
the way I
way.
use ketamine is like always therapeutic. I don't use it to have fun. I don't use it to party. I use it so I'm able to do the same meditation that I'm not being able to calm down from, and then I'm calm.
I have never heard of it used like that.
Well, most people don't use it like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
so this isn't a
I've
thing that
never
I'm just like
used
cluing
it
into.
before.
So is it like a microdose kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
It hits me pretty hard because I don't have a tolerance to it. But it's like I use it before bed. Like I use it when I'm panicking. But I'm doing better at like regulating my anxiety. How many times have I called you in the past week freaking out?
Oh, I love that.
No, like very
Very few.
Well, and like her house was even cleaner.
Yeah.
the
Well, now
other
it's
day when
not
I
because
went.
Oh
we partied.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, but like
I love that. So what does it do? Does it just like enable you to regulate yourself more? Yeah.
Because what happens is like you have like a reptilian brain back here.
Right.
And your reptilian brain doesn't like change. So when you try to calm yourself down, it's a habit that you have to form, and then honestly, like you start freaking out more when you try to calm yourself down because your body's not used to it. So it helps my brain be more receptive to these changes.
Right.
Same with mushrooms, and that's why I like to do mushrooms.
Cool.
I love
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Like on a microdose level as well, or just mushrooms?
I like to do microdoses, but if I'm out, I'm puking, and that is a goal of mine.
Always.
Really?
Like,
I hate puking.
I hate
and I have
puking.
to say, like, I only puked from drugs like the first few times I ever did them. Like,
Yeah.
I took a significant amount of mushrooms on Saturday.
Here's the thing.
Did you puke?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I took other stuff.
Yeah.
So your goal is to puke.
The reason is it's not the act of puking that is my goal, but when I do puke after taking mushrooms, for some reason, it makes me feel like I'm rolling. But if I don't puke, I have a different kind of shroom high. But if I puke, I feel like I'm rolling. I don't know
So
what
you feel
it
like you
is
have to puke to get the best high.
to get the roll. Yeah. Like,
Oh,
if
I don't know about that.
If I take
That's offensive.
Yeah, if I take
Oh.
ecstasy too, if I don't puke, I don't have as good of a roll. And it's something weird. I don't know what's going on in my body, but it's maybe it's in my head, but I don't think it is, because it's not like my goal is I want to puke to puke. I want to puke to have this amazing roll.
I mean, I
No
think
way.
like if you do feel like you have to throw up, then like obviously you're going to feel better and
Oh, yeah, I
have a
was
better
driving.
time.
Like if you're
better
nauseous,
time when you're not.
Yeah,
So like
so-
no matter what.
yeah.
Yeah.
like
I
if you're nauseous and then you puke, you're like, fuck yeah.
Because for me, I like anytime that I have puked on that stuff, I'm usually like kind of distraught for like the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And just not feeling good.
Yeah.
The only time I could like puke and rally was when I drank.
Listen, I would not engage with something where I had to puke to get to
Yeah.
the next level. Like
Yeah,
I feel like oh my god,
Yeah.
that would not be a fun time for me.
So, she hates drugs, people.
I don't. No, I'm
That's
pro.
her offensive opinion.
No, I'm pro drugs. I'm pro
Yeah.
drugs, which
She's
is
pro
weird as a
drugs, though,
sober
doesn't use
person.
that.
Yeah, I'm pro drugs, but I just like
Yeah.
not pro me on drugs.
Yeah, like I'm pro alcohol for my friends. So
Yeah,
I can
you
handle
bet, me
their
too.
alcohol. I'll be the first person to be like, take a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they'll be like, you want one? I'm like, no.
No.
I love being given a shot and then being like, you take it for me. Like,
Yeah?
yeah.
Oh no, I'll
it's
straight up be
cute.
like, oh, I just don't drink, but thank you.
yeah.
All right. To close this out,
Mhm.
plug yourself.
Plug myself.
Like, do you have like
my holes or like my handles?
like if you have a website, it's usually easiest if you could like put a website and then they.
I do not have a website. I have my OnlyFans, which is onlyfans.com/Bambi Blue hair.
It's spelled weird, right?
No, it's
just
not
kidding.
spelled weird. Except my Twitter has an extra R at the end of hair because I got my
Okay.
other one nuked for being too hot.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that
Yeah.
and then my Instagram
I have
is
never
Bambi
heard that
Blue
about
hair.
a Twitter.
My Twitter got banned.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've never heard a Twitter be banned?
maybe is that
You're
a
not
new
doing
thing?
it explicit enough.
I don't have Twitter to be
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you can find me there. I don't know. Google me.
Yeah.
If
and
you
then
search
Instagram.
if you search Bambi Blue hair, all of my stuff is gonna come up.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Hell
Bambi Blue
fucking
hair.
yeah.
You can find all of my websites on It's Deelz, ITSDD. Oh my God, no.
Oh my god.
DEELZ.com. ITSDEELZ.com.
And Cat Bong on Instagram.
She smokes a lot of weed if you didn't gather that.
Yeah, I'm a
love
stoner.
that. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you for having me.
Yay.